You know, one of the most talked about subject in bass fishing is lure color. What's the best lure color? When did I change lure colors? Well, in this episode, I'm going to demonstrate where I made a major lure color change and went from getting a few bites to many, many bites in just a short period of time from a lure color change. Stay tuned.
Oh yeah, nice 4-pounder.
Chain Flint Outdoors, brought to you by Omnia Fishing. Experience the most personalized tackle shopping on earth. And by MMA Fishing. Fight the bite. And by Lead Time Batteries, the ultimate power solution for your boating needs.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! What a big girl!
So this is a mid-September afternoon, and I just switched colors from a watermelon red fleck, which is my go-to in this lake, to a June bug or a dark deep blue color. And this is the first cast after I switch colors.
Come in here, buddy. Well, can't beat that. Late afternoon. The spy baiting. They wouldn't bite the spy bait. So I threw the worm down there and it hammered the worm. So spy bait's helping me spy the bass. They rise up for the spy bait, but I can't get them to hit it. But I throw the worm in right behind them and it's working.
This is about 5 casts later, and I'm starting to notice that, this low light condition with the sun going down is probably one of the factors that I should be considering in this color change that I made with the worm. Now this next bite is a big bite. Take notice at how hard it was for me to turn this bass.
Whoa, he's a hammer. You're coming up, you're going down. Big bass. Oh, broke my line. That was a big bass. Oh, that was a big bass. Broke my line. He is big.
I was a little heartbroken with that bass breaking me off. 17-pound test line is a pretty tough line, but you just got to keep your head up. But it didn't take long after I retied, just a couple more casts and I'm back on them.
Oh, it's 4-pounder. Get you in the boat while I can. Nice 4-pounder. Oh. Big fatty. Maybe 3.5, 3.75, not quite 4. Boy, you were hooked. Need the pliers. And there. Man, wish I had that big 10-pounder look like that. Nice 3.5 pounder. Let it go.
It is sunset, and you only got 30 to 40 minutes before dark, and all these fish were caught in that time frame.
Another good one. Come on in here, buddy. Ah, 14-inch. Pounder. You've been caught before. Got a big crook in his mouth when you've been caught before. I've been finding in the low light conditions in this clear water, what time is it? 7:30. This dark colored worm is picking up more bites. I'm not saying you can't catch it on a light color, but the darker color tends to work better in these low light conditions, especially in very clear water. Still like to get his hammer here. Ah, 3-pounder. Pretty good hammer, I guess. He's fighting like he's bigger than that. He's 3. Come on in here. Solid 3, 3.5. Nothing wrong with that big bass. Nothing wrong with this big bass at all. Thank you, buddy. Dark. Well, hold on. You were ready to go, weren't you? Yeah, these dark colors, I mean, just, that's another one that, another one down in the deep water in the dark colors. I'm a believer. So, are you a believer? Maybe if I catch one more. If I catch one more on a dark colored worm in low light conditions, will you be a believer? It'll take potentially 2.
Well, obviously this is not me. This is Mr. Chris McGowan, a guy that fishes out with me from time to time. He caught my last episode that I was catching bass on darker colored worms on overcast days or low light conditions, like I am in this video. So he shared this clip with me, and thank you, Chris, for sharing it with me. So this is his very first cast after he changed from a lighter colored worm to that darker colored worm, and you can tell it's an overcast day, and he has some pretty good success. And the reason I wanted to share this with you, I wanted you to see that it's just not me. It will work for anybody. And it's a pretty good pattern to go to that darker colored worm in those overcast days, or darker colored lure on the overcast days. It does work, and it can work for anyone. This is some nice fish that Chris catches right here. As you can see, this is a pretty nice fish that Chris brings in here. Thanks again, Chris, for sharing with me. And congratulations. I think this bass was just over 5.5 pounds. So we're back to the afternoon bite. And just a few minutes after I caught that last bass, I'm back on him again.
Oh, threw the hook right at the boat. That was one more, I just didn't get him in the boat. My weight went up the line. Am I starting to make a believer out of it? I'm convinced. I don't know about you. Not a giant, especially in a real clear lake like this. So much forwards running around. I mean, there's bait balls everywhere. Coming up. Pounder. He just gave up. Just a big, nice 2-pounder. He just like, I'm hooked. I'm coming in. I did hook him deep. I'm gonna have to get the pliers out. But nice bass. So hey, folks, you know, fishing out right at dark, being successful mean changing your lures to a darker color. And I went to this June bug from a lighter colored worm and really started picking up fish. And I'm, you know, of course I'm a fisherman. I'm gonna think that bass was giant, but I seen the bass. The biggest bass I've ever hooked in Mooney by far. And we can't venture to say it was close to that double-digit mark. So there's big ones in here. But as soon as I switched, I started catching a lot more fish. So I'll let you go, folks. thanks for tuning in. When you get out there in those low light conditions, think about changing the color of your lures and help you be successful. Until next time, tight lines and have fun fishing.